Hello! Long time no see. So in the previous video I figured out my face shape, which is oval, and I adapted some makeup tips that I found online on my face, and I must say that up until now it looks pretty good. And it's different than what I'm used to because I feel like there's a lot of blush, but there's no bronzer that's like cutting my cheekbones. So in this video I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna try to determine the shape of my eyes and then try to adapt some makeup tips that match my eye shape better. So I guess we'll do that together in this video. So let's start. So I found this little wiki how, and it's called How to Determine Eye Shape, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. Checking for different characteristics. Note that you have monolid eyes if your eyelid doesn't have a crease. I do have a crease, so let's move on. Figure out if you have hooded eyes by examining the crease. Yes. If you can't see the crease in your eye when your eyes are open, then you have hooded eyes. I scooted you up closer so that you could see my eye shape better. I think I can see my crease. I'm gonna zoom you in even more. You can still see like the crease of my eye, so I think we can move on. Upturned or downturned? I would say that my eyes are... I would say downturned, right? Almond eyes. Know that you have almond eyes if you can't see white around the iris. In almond eyes, both the top and bottom of the iris are slightly covered by the eyelid. Almond eyes tend to be oval shaped with narrow corners. If I look directly at myself, the bottom of my iris is touching my bottom eyelid, but it's not like I have a lot of white space, right? So, I mean, I guess. Close set. Measure the gap between your eyes to determine if they are wide or close set. Measure your eye with your thumb and index finger and then hold that same place between your eyes. If the space between your eyes is less than one length in size, you have close set eyes. But if the gap is larger than one eye length, you have wide set eyes. So yeah, so we see that it's not one eye length, so I do have narrow set eyes. We need to see if I have deep set or protruding eyes. Examine the depth of your eyes to determine if they are deep set or prominent. Deep set eyes are tucked further back into the socket, causing the upper eyelid to appear short and small. Like if I go into profile, you can kind of see that my eyes are way further back, I guess. So I guess I have deep set eyes. And then compare your eyes with your nose and mouth size. Eyes that are average in size are similar to that of your mouth or nose, if not a little smaller. If your eyes are significantly smaller though, you have small eyes. It's funny to see like only a part of my face in the camera. So let's see. These are some professional measuring techniques, eh? I guess my eyes are kind of the same width as my nose, but my mouth is wider, so I don't know if that tells me anything. Many people have one eye that's slightly larger than the other, which is totally normal. I do have that as well. This eye has a little bit more of that like sagging eyelid than this one, and I feel that the shape of my eyes is a little bit different. Also my eyebrows, you can see, I'm just showing you all that is wrong with my face, but like this eyebrow is a little bit different from this one, and this nostril is a little bit higher than the other one. I mean, it's normal to have asymmetries in the face, and that's what makes us beautiful, right? So now we come to the part where they're actually gonna explain to us which makeup fits best with the eye shape. So what we know is that I have deep set eyes, narrow eyes, a little bit downturned, and I think almond-ish shaped eyes. So let's see. Applying makeup for your eye shape. Before you put on your eyeshadow, prime your eyelids with eyeshadow primer. I never do that. If I prime my eyelids, it's usually with a concealer. I don't really mind all of the veins that I have on my eyes. The natural oils in your... The natural oils in your... The natural oils in your eyelid are enough to like kind of grip the eyeshadow too. I do not own a eyeshadow primer because I don't see the need to. Use a medium shade, brush the shadow on from your lashes up onto your hooded part of your eye beyond the crease. Elongate the shadow in the outer corner to create an eyeshadow wing to open up the appearance of your eye. Wing-tipped eyeliner doesn't always work on hooded eyes because the flicked part can be hidden by the hood. Exactly. Anytime I try to do like a cat eye or an eyeliner, it just didn't work because I have this part here. It's like, I mean, it's hooded. So if I try to do like, if you pull your eyelid like this and then you do a wing and then you let it sag, it just stains everywhere. Try a cat eye look for downturned eyes. and diffuse it upwards at the outer corner. You don't need to line your bottom lashes. See, no, every time that I try to do like a liner all the way up until the inner corner of my eye, it always looks shitty. I like it better if I just go up until like this part of my eye, where my iris starts. That's where I should end my cat eye liner, in my opinion. Because if I take it all the way in, it just covers all of that little lid space that I have left, and it just looks very weird. So I don't like that, no. Add length to round, small or deep set eyes with a gradient of eyeshadows. Place the lightest shade of eyeliner closest to the inner corner and darken the shadow as you move outwards. Play up the corners of your eyeliner by pulling it slightly out and up. No! No! Don't do that, don't pull your eye. Extend close-set eyes with smoky shadow to emphasize the outer corner. Apply light eyeshadow over the entire eyelid, then add medium shadow to the outer third. Add dark eyeshadow to the outer corner to create a dark shape that lifts at the corner. Line the outer corner with eyeliner and put a little bit of mascara in the outer corner. Any dark color in the inner part of your eyes will make them seem closer together. That I do agree with. So I have quite like narrow set eyes, so for me it is very important to make them appear longer so that it looks like they're further apart. Like not further apart, but like just longer in general. Try a halo look for almond eyes. Already tried that. So okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try the extending of the shadow beyond the crease for hooded eyes. I'm gonna try making my eyes appear longer, and I'm gonna avoid dark colors in the inner corner. I think that will look best on me. So let's try that. So in one of my previous videos where I ranked all of my 13 eyeshadows, I promised you that I would try a certain palette once more to see if I like it or not. And it is this one. This is the High Tides and Good Vibes eyeshadow palette by Tarte, and I talked in my video about how I really don't like this one. It's very expensive, and I thought it would be quite good quality because I hadn't heard too many bad things about it, but when I tried it, it was just awful. I also just don't like the way that you can't like extend the eyeshadow palette like any more than this. I'm gonna try to do something with this palette. If I don't like it, it will be the absolute last time that I'm using it. So palette, this is your last chance. I already did the rest of my face in the previous video, so now we're gonna do the eyes. I'm gonna start by taking this little Real Techniques brush. I'm gonna take the color Beach Therapy to kind of smooth along the eyelid like this. Again, I'm kind of blind because I'm looking at the camera and you're standing in front of a window, and you know, like if you're looking at a window, there's a lot of light bouncing off it. You kind of get like blind, and I'm trying to look at myself in the mirror, but all I can see is specks. I'm gonna smooth it along the crease just a little bit. So now let's go into the blues. I need to extend it above my crease, which I did, but I need to make sure that I make my eyes seem longer. Damn, this is technical. Eyelash. Let me take the blue in the palette. The previous time that I used this, it was absolutely horrible. Look how much that picks up. Let's try this on the eye. I'm not really sure if that's doing anything. I'm gonna try it with my finger. That's better. Okay. I really can't see. I'm blind because of the sun. Okay, I hate this color. Maybe on camera it's better, but like in real life it's not it. It's really not it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cheat a bit. I'm gonna take these two shadows here that I have from MAC. It's like a green and a blue. And I'm gonna kind of mix them together on my finger. Oof, look at that. Oof. And I'm gonna put that on my eye. I'm sorry, Tarte palette, but you're not it. I hope what's clear from this video is that I'm not a makeup artist. I just like playing around with makeup and trying stuff. So if I fail in this video, that's okay, you know. I'm learning. So this is what I have on my eyes right now. I hope you can see because it looks a little bit dark. But so that's what I have right now. I do feel like I've downturned my eyes a little bit. So I'm gonna do something in the corner here to make it appear more, you know, upturned. I'm gonna take, I guess I'll go with Dive In. I'm gonna try to like make this darker, like the edge of my eye. Just stamping it on with a little elf brush. Also on the other side. My two eye shapes are different, so whatever works on one of the eyes has to be adapted slightly to fit the other one. There we go. Gonna try to take it up a little bit higher, because on the other eye it seemed to be a little bit higher. It is a pretty color though. I like it. Maybe this palette is redeeming itself. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of pinch the brush that I just used. I'm gonna go underneath my eye, but only at the outer edge, because I feel like that's where it's supposed to be. Is this pretty though? I don't know. I'm just trying stuff, okay? Okay, whatever's left on the brush, I'm not gonna put new product on, but I'm just gonna take it through the crease, deepen that up a bit. I normally never do blue eye looks, but I felt that it was appropriate with what I was wearing today, so... So how does that feel? Nice? Not nice? I think it's a little bit too much. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take a little bit of that concealer that I just used. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna kind of correct the edges a little bit, because it's maybe a little bit too blocky, right? This might have been the worst idea that I've had for a long time. Oh god. Oh no, it's mixing in with the... Did that work? Yeah, a little bit. Let's do the other side. I don't think it's gonna get any better than this. What I am gonna do though is amp up the coverage on the center of my eye. So I'm gonna take that green and that blue again. First gonna start with the green. And then I'm gonna take the blue on the other hand, and I'm gonna stamp that on there as well. A little bit more towards the edge. I'm gonna take a shade from the Dream Street palette from Kathleen Lights, and I'm gonna take this color Kaleidoscope, this one, because it's kind of like a silvery green color. Just gonna take that on my tiny brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna put this in the center, like the corners of the eye. And I'm gonna run that along the bottom lash as well. And just connect everything that doesn't have eyeshadow on it yet. There, how's that? I think that's all I want to do for now. I would do eyeliner, but I don't. I'm not so very insecure about that. So I'm gonna use my Paradise Extatic Lash Mascara from L'Oreal. And this mascara never fails me, so it's one of my favorites. So that's one coat of mascara on one lash, and now I'm gonna do the other one. I also don't like to use too much mascara on my bottom lash, so I never go back in when I'm doing my bottom lashes. I just like to stamp them a little bit. I do believe that mascara saved the day. So now I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna put on a second coat. Shit! I forgot to curl my lashes. Let me just brush up the eyebrow hairs. I never do something in my eyebrows because I feel like they're dark enough already. But I just comb through them. The finishing touch will be my Tarte Lippy Lingerie lipstick in the color Whisper. This one does transfer completely, but it's nice and it feels hydrating, smells nice. So, and there we go, that's the makeup look. I'll zoom you in a little bit so that you can see the eyes. I do like how these eyes turned out, and they're nice and blue like I wanted it. It does make my eyes seem a little bit longer since I kept the inner parts of my eyes quite light. I did take the eyeshadow a little bit above the crease line, but not too much. I have done looks before where I went overboard and the eyeshadow was almost against my brow bone. So I hope you can see whatever I did with the MAC shadows. They make the look complete, in my opinion. I only used like 2 shades out of the Tarte palette, but oh well. And this is the completed look. But what we learned was that I have an oval face shape and my eyes are deep set, narrow. I have almond eyes and I do have a little bit of hoodedness going on. I'm still blind. I still can't see shit. Focus. Eyes. Stop with the sun blindness. Ooh. I have to say, the complexion looks way better than it ever has, I think. This actually looks quite nice and it looks way more natural than something that I would usually do. It looks very flattering, all of it, even though I have like very intense blue eyeshadow. So overall, I think that this is something that I need to continue exploring. I really like the face shape and the eye shape tips that I found, and I hope you like this look as well. I never know how to end these things, so I guess I'll just say bye. And my camera is about to die again. Ah! Again. Okay, bye-bye. Bye. Thank you for watching.